Tell me about the day you scored 42 points.
Yeah.
Season high. Career high, right?
Yeah, career high.
Career high.
Yeah, career high. You know, it was interesting. We were playing in Texas, and I remember that day vividly. One, it was my 21st birthday, and I remember someone called me to wish me a happy birthday, and our coach, who happened to be my brother-in-law, John Shoemate, was incredibly disciplined and structured, and he had forwarded all the phones from our rooms to his room. And so someone called me from Arizona to wish me a early happy birthday. And I never found out because the call went to his room. And so at shoot around in the morning, because it was a tournament, he laid into me about not being focused and people calling. I said, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you got a call late last night from somebody late wishing you a happy birthday. I said, I can't control that. But I remember made up my mind that day I said, you know what? He said, I hope your mind's right to play tonight, and that I really kind of locked in, and things fell into place. And so we had a great game. The biggest thing, we won the game, and that was I was concerned. I knew I had done well, but I didn't know I'd scored 42 that day. And as I said, you know, you always look at the things, at least I do, unfortunately, look at the things I could have done better. I probably should have scored 50, but it was a great experience. We won the tournament. I was named most valuable player, but it was a great 21st birthday.
Tell me about your time at Notre Dame.
You know, it's again how your life comes full cycle. Back to John, he was an assistant coach under Digger Phelps at Notre Dame, and his wife, my sister, was really struggling and had some medical issues and emotional issues, and reached out to me and said, I need you. And she had never said that, so I knew that she did. Their family, he was transitioning from being in the NBA to coaching in the life of a spouse of an assistant coach, especially at a big time school. And they had two young kids. My nephew, John Anthony, was about 2 at the time, and my niece, Brittany, was about 5. And so I finished my master's at Arizona State after I graduated from Grand Canyon University, and enrolled at Notre Dame, and sent my application in, and ended up getting admitted. And was so very fortunate that Dean Link, David Link, who was a longtime dean at the law school, ended up admitting me, and I guess some scholarship money became available. So I was able to go, and I lived in their basement and was able to help Marilyn and John and help the kids. And it's amazing how life seems to always, there's this what is called spiritual synchronicity that works out, is both of those young kids are both lawyers now. So I get emotional even thinking about it, and maybe that's just what's going to happen with their life. But it's ironic that a sacrifice. It wasn't easy. I was in Arizona. Right. I was in grad school at Arizona State, and was planning on going to Arizona State Law School. Had been admitted. The weather's beautiful, yes. But that was another lesson in life. If you do what's right, and my sister needed the help, and I went to help her and my brother-in-law and the kids, and then now to see them both thriving in the legal profession. My niece Brittany, the 5-year-old now, is a family law lawyer in Washington, D.C., and my nephew, John Anthony, is a corporate lawyer at Greenberg, Traurig, and Phoenix. So when you look back, it was a sacrifice, but even through it all, I ended up getting a world-class education and world-class opportunities. And so now when you turn around and look back, I say, you're able to help some family, but that was probably the reason how I ended up meeting Mike Slive and getting my collegiate career in college athletics, going after law school. So it all worked out.
You mentioned former Commissioner Slive and how he was so integral in getting you to this part, at least on the other side of athletics, representing schools. And did you know what you were getting into at that point? Or could you see, or was it more about the opportunity that was in front of you?
I love sports. I love competition. I love intercollegiate athletics. I love academics. And I love just working with people. I knew Mike was special. He's a special person, and being a law firm, to work with him. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so giving of my time with young people. I remember being right out of law school, and for him to take me on some trips, he was always teaching. So first couple of weeks, he took me on the trips with him to watch him conduct interviews. And then I remember he sent me on the road by myself. And one side of me was like, this guy, did he not care about me? Right. But in his way, what he was saying, that you travel with me for a month. So if you were paying attention, you should have learned. I trust you, and then go do it. And there's some things that you may make some mistakes and stumble here and there, but you'll learn. And then I remember vividly Mike Slive and Mike Glazier, taking me to the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs on the Committee on Infractions hearing, and actually sitting me like right behind them at the table, and just to watch that process. And I said, for a young black man right out of school to be in this situation, to soak this all in, I knew it was a special time. And I'm just so grateful for it. And one of the most emotional times happened right here at the Big Ten office. Is his wife, Liz, and his daughter Anna found a box that he had won an award that he had received from various other commissioners. Mm-hmm. And Anna actually flew here to give it to me. She came in with this bag, and I'm thinking, what kind of suitcase is that? But she opened up this bag and unwrapped this, and she had one cigar in it because he loves cigars, and she had a note that she wrote on the Mike Slive Foundation for prostate cancer, and I have it on my credenza right behind my back. And I sent her a message and thanked her and said, I feel like your dad has my back, which he always has, and it was just special. So I just look back over my career, and there have been certain kind of angels that have come along at certain times to be able to get me from one location to another. But Mike Slive was an angel in my life. I learned so much, and even days that I thought that I wasn't learning, sometime when you get older, I may not have been learning about law, about work, but I was learning about being a father, being a husband, or being a friend. And so he taught me so many things, and for that I'll forever be grateful to the Slive family.